Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Vajda, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about my book, Living Your Wisdom Years Now, Practical Insights and Practices for Every Stage of Life. For some time, I kept hearing the phrase wisdom years. Usually it referred to life after 60, those years when, in theory, we've lived enough, suffered enough, and reflected enough to become wiser about relationships, time, money, our emotions, and the deeper questions of life. But I kept asking myself, why should wisdom be reserved for later? Why can't we start living our wisdom years now? In the middle of real life, work, family, stress, and all. This question is the seed from which this book grew. In this book, I invite you to look honestly at some of the core areas that shape your life, your emotions, and how you respond rather than just react, your relationships and capacity for real intimacy, your relationship with time and how you spend it or invest it, your stories about money and worth, your purpose, spirituality, and sense of meaning, and your relationship with pain, forgiveness, and presence. My aim isn't to preach or tell you how to live. Instead, I offer short, clear chapters with practical insights, simple practices, and questions for self-reflection. This book is meant to help you pause and ask, how am I actually living? What's happening in my body, my choices, my relationships right now? And what small, honest steps could move me toward a kinder, truer, wiser version of myself? To do that, I bring together three strands: psychology and neuroscience, how our brains, nervous system, and early conditioning shape the way we feel and react; somatic awareness, paying attention to our body's signals, tension, breath, tightness, softness as doorways to wisdom; and spirituality, not religion, not theology, but lived spirituality, presence, compassion, forgiveness, and connection with something larger than our small stories. This is not a book to binge once and then forget. It's a book to sit with, to come back to when you're stuck in a pattern, navigating a transition, or simply sensing that the way you're living isn't quite aligned with who you really are. You can enter anywhere, a chapter on anger or sadness, on time, on money, on humor, or forgiveness, or on presence. Wherever you start, the questions will invite you to slow down, feel what's true, and choose your next step with a little more awareness and heart. My hope is that living your wisdom years now can be a companion, helping you to respond to life rather than just react to it, and live your wisdom years now, not someday later. If this speaks to you, I'd be honored if you spend some time with the book, and more importantly, with yourself, through its questions and practices. And if there are places in your life where you feel stuck, frustrated, chronically stressed, or always finding something to complain about, this is an invitation to pause and really look at those patterns with fresh eyes. You don't have to wait for a crisis or old age to do that work. Your wisdom age can begin right here, right now, where you are, starting with the life you're living today.